Welcome to your Optavia LifeBook audio channel. My name is Christy Baker, and I'm very excited to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me today for the reading aloud of your LifeBook by Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. And we're going to be looking today at element 15, learning how to eat healthy for life. And we're doing section 8 or part 8, starting on page 308 in your book. So I mentioned in our last video, this particular chapter is very long, and it's the reason for that is it's giving you so much vital information so you have all the tools that you need to take this into making your weight loss into a lifestyle of healthy eating and living a balanced life. That's really what we want for our clients, is this long-term sustainability. So thank you for tuning in and making this a priority in your journey. Before we get going, if you could take just a quick second and subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. That shows a little bit of support, but it also lets you know when the next video is coming out. All right, let's go ahead and jump in today. We're going to be starting with fiber, and you can find out more detailed background information about fiber in part 2.5 in Dr. A's Habits of Health, the reference book. But you've probably heard that fiber is an important part of a healthy diet. But there are different types of fiber, so it can be a little confusing. Here is a guide so you can be sure to include both types in your daily food choices. There are about 3 grams of fiber per cup or piece of food listed below. The first that we'll talk about is soluble fiber. This dissolves in water, and its benefits to your body include slowing the breakdown of complex carbohydrates and helping to reduce blood sugar. When you eat it in large enough quantities, it can help lower cholesterol as well. Good sources of soluble fiber are grains such as rye, barley, and oats, vegetables, fruits, and legumes. Insoluble fiber, the second kind, does not dissolve in water, and it is not absorbed or digested by the body, but it does reduce hunger. It's very filling. It helps keep your gastrointestinal tract clean, and it aids in regular bowel movements by pulling water into the colon. And good sources of insoluble fiber are brown rice, whole wheat breads, cereals, seeds, fruit, vegetable skins, and legumes. Another thing we wanted to bring up today is prebiotics, probiotics, and polyphenolic compounds. Our digestive tract is extremely important for our overall health. The gut microbiome is made up of over 1 trillion microorganisms, and it's responsible for maintaining the integrity and health of our intestinal lining. With a proper diet, the bacteria produce more fermentation, which helps to nourish the gut flora. So what can we do to improve our gut health? Polyphenols like curcumin, which is found in the spice turmeric and is used in curry-based foods, can actually enter the bloodstream to have an anti-inflammatory effect on the entire body. Eating whole plant foods and live fermented products can really improve your gut health. Great sources of probiotics come from several sources that most people do not eat often. Fermented pickles, those made with vinegar, such as sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir, I think that's how you pronounce it, are all great sources among also live cultures of yogurt. Also, topping off this list that we're going through, it was herbs and spices, choosing wisely. Herbs and spices are a fantastic way to enhance the flavor without adding calories, fat, or other unhealthy substances. And many do more than just that, as they actually help you lose weight while providing particular health benefits. Let me tell you about some great choices. Number 1, toss foods with a simple mixture of sea salt, black pepper, olive oil, and vinegar. Add Add red pepper to an egg white omelet to decrease hunger and increase your metabolism. Another idea is to add a pinch of turmeric to add a hint of mustard flavor and reduce inflammation. Don't forget garlic, cilantro, parsley, parsley and basil, which add so many flavors and have numerous health benefits. Another thing that we can do to reduce unwanted calories and fat content is to save your salad with salad spritzers. Now, if you haven't heard about these are fantastic. Too much dressing can turn a healthy salad into a calorie disaster. In fact, bottled dressings are often rich sources of saturated fats, calories, sodium, and added sugar, which are all unhealthy for you. That's why salad spritzers are such a great innovation. They deliver just 1 calorie per spray and help you to coat all of your yummy vegetables without all of those calories. An even better choice is to avoid processed salad dressings and instead use a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil with vinegar instead. A habit of disease that we should probably talk about is when you pollute your body with empty calories from processed foods, sugar and fat and non-nutrient agents. The United States topped the list as the biggest eaters, according to the calorie intake data released by the Food and Agricultural Organization in 2018. Americans eat an average of over 3,000 calories a day, according to the report. This is well above what the U.S. Department of Agriculture recommends. Amazingly, 40% of those calories come from refined, processed sugars and fats, primarily saturated animal fat. But when we fill up on calorie-laden fried foods and desserts, we leave ourselves very little room for the healthy, nutrient-rich foods that our bodies need. Where do our daily calories come from? Let's look at a breakdown. For males, the daily calorie intake is 3,000. The fat calories out of that 3,000 are on average 1,200 to 1,500 calories. Sugar calories add up to 600, and total fat and sugar calories can be anywhere from 1,800 to 2,100 calories. That leaves only 900 to 1,200 calories left to get nutrient-dense foods. For females, the daily calorie intake was 2,000. The total number of fat calories ranged from 800 to 1,000. Sugar calories were 400, and the total fat and sugar calories combined ranged from 1,200 to 1,400, with the only remaining calories were 600 to 800 calories left for nutritious foods. This means that the average male only needs 1,200 calories, and the average female only needs 800 calories per day, and this should be from foods that contain nutrients. This dramatic nutrient deficit is a major reason why many of us have the constant desire to eat, despite our ample caloric intake. And that means more cravings, more overeating, and excess weight. It's yet another habit of disease taking us down the slippery path to non-sickness and sickness at a breakneck pace. My healthy eating strategy ensures that you get nearly 100% of your calories from high-quality, nutrient-packed, low-calorie meals and whole foods. Eating this way helps you feel pleasantly satisfied. It protects you from the onslaught of nutritional pollution, and it supports your goal of optimal health. Legumes, including chickpeas, beans, soybeans, and lentils, are a wonderful alternative protein source. They are also low glycemic, loaded with fiber and phytonutrients, and nutrient-dense with vitamins and minerals. I recommend eating them at least twice a week as more of your main protein source. How many calories? A half cup of legumes contains approximately 100 to 200 calories and are very low glycemic. A 4-ounce portion of lean meat contains about 250 calories, and a 6-ounce portion of skinless white meat chicken contains about 300 calories. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference in calorie intake of legumes versus protein and beef, but largely the same amount of protein provided. All right, we're going to stop there today, and we'll pick up on our next video on page 312. Thank you so much for joining me today.